the show. There's only 2 downtown Las Vegas good buddies here today, but we found 2 other Las Vegas good buddies to hang out with us. Holy titties. Check it out. We've got... Oh, wow, wrong one. Hey, there we go, everybody. You guys want to say hello? We've got the one, the only, the dank Latvian over there. I can't believe you. Jesus Christ. Sorry, headphone users. We've got our one and only, our Eddie Teddy.
Wait, is it really Teddy?
No.
He's going to be our Eddie Teddy Bear.
Oh,
and then, sitting over here, holy cow, we have a girl here again. Oh my God, we got a girl. Everybody, welcome, Crystal. Those of you want to meet me, that's Kay. Everybody, welcome. Welcome and meet Kay. Big boop.
Do it again. More.
Oh, okay. I think I'm going to go over here. Get ready. Hold on, wait. Oh, I fucked up. That was the biggest fail ever. Jesus Christ. Sorry, I'm going to hang out over here. I'm gonna hang out. Yeah, right. I blocked the green screen spot that I fucked up on over there. Yeah, that's the green screen over there not working. Yeah, don't worry about that. So today's topic, sorry, getting into that a little slow there. Today's topic, we're going to talk about drinking things. And so with that, the main subject is going to be our buddy over here, Eddie, doesn't get drunk and is an insomniac. I've gone out, I've hung out with him. This man can, so I typically, a little about me, an embarrassing fact, I, and Vlad and Kay over here, unfortunately, have seen this, I can go to one party, drink that whole party under the table, go to another party, drink them under the table, somehow stumble to a third party and pass out with a third party pretty much every time. This man over here makes that look like child's play. Not like a bragging thing. He's a much more professional about it. More of a, this guy sat at the bar once for over 30 hours straight. Is that right?
That's true.
I heard it was 2 shift changes. I was just chilling there. So that being said, getting into the introduction, could you tell us about your condition and how it affects your daily life?
It does not affect the daily life, and it's not a condition. It's just, I just don't get hangovers.
You don't even get, okay, so you don't get hangovers either?
No.
And then, so you go to work, function, produce, no problem on anything?
Yeah.
Holy titties. Okay, so just like right now, how do people usually like relax your ability to just even to stay awake? I mean, even to just, let's talk more on the Insomniac then. Like, you stayed awake sometime for 2 days.
Yeah. No, not a lot of people know about what I can't do.
You do it backwards.
I think, okay, so would you say that that's an experience that's a positive or a negative then?
No, for me it's positive.
Right?
I like to go out, have fun, and get done, go home, get ready, and go to work.
So does this allow for more time to do things?
Absolutely.
Goddamn. How about you two over there? What's your normal go-to on this, since our topic today is being drunk?
Well, I need sleep when I drink. So I don't know how you go without sleep. That's pretty legendary. I'm kind of jealous. I feel like drinking may be a little bit more fun if I didn't wake up in the morning want to vomit.
Yeah, I don't blame you there.
You got any tips then, Eddie?
Don't vomit.
Don't vomit.
I mean, I don't, but it'd be better if I didn't feel like that in the morning. You could just go to work and...
No, if that's what you have to do, it's really your body saying, yeah, you had too much. Absolutely. So I was the other one was a joke. If you gotta vomit, vomit. It's your body saying this is too much. Gotcha. And it's a sort of a reset on your body internal functions of you had too much.
So it's all about pacing yourself.
Oh, absolutely. And actually, the last time I
As if
that was-
pacing ourselves. What is pacing ourselves? We don't pace ourselves around here. Okay, actually, so Crystal right now is, I think this is a fun one. So Crystal right now is on the team no drinking. And so that's why I thought this would be a fun mix of, we have team no drinking right now versus team, well, drinking just doesn't even affect me.
Well, I mean,
No, but absolutely, it's still about pacing yourself. Is
Mhm.
You're not out there to challenge the next person. I bet you I can drink you under the table. No, it's about going out, having fun, pacing yourself to your own pace, not to anybody else's pace, and know yourself. When you say I'm done, don't let the other person say I'll buy you one more drink.
Peer
Cool.
pressure.
Next time I come here, you can buy me a drink.
I don't like that.
Next, ladies,
He turned
ladies,
around
what
fast.
an answer!
But,
I'm impressed with that one.
yeah.
Actually, that's a solid answer.
Actually, that was a really solid
That was
answer.
a really
Yeah.
good answer.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Is like I know myself, and I've hung out with you.
And you always act a gentleman.
That's true.
But at the same time, because I know my limits, and I've hung out
You
with you too,
you don't.
and when you say I'm done, I was like, cool. I probably should be done myself. And I walk out. Don't pressure for another drink. Even
just
though
kinda know your
it's
own
just
limits,
friends hanging out. But I respect that both of you know your own limits and say, I'm done. Cool. You're done? I'm not gonna stay for another one, man. I'm not that person.
And we've already done that enough where it's
Oh.
like, I know what I'm there for, how many I'm having, and when I hit that mark, we don't need that anymore.
Absolutely.
Yeah, like
Except for the nights when we didn't.
I mean, one time
Yeah, that was your fault.
I was pissed drunk,
Yeah,
and
well.
Eddie was just like, just holding his cup, like just admiring the view. I'm like, Daddy, I'm fucking dying. He had like more drinks than me. He's just like taxpayer adult, just like. This is very nice. I think I'm gonna mow my lawn tomorrow. And I'm like, I'm just over here dying, like, oh my God, you water. And then he's just like, oh, Vlad, are you okay?
Do you remember the first time you met me? How drunk you were?
Really?
Do you remember that?
Ooh.
I
Wait.
went here.
Oh, we went to the Buddha bar, right?
Yeah,
The Buddha bar?
yeah.
The silver dollar?
I
Oh,
don't
story time. He's got the thing. He's got the thing.
I went here.
You don't remember that? I'm generally curious if you remember that.
Oh, I remember that. He's the one, Mad Hatter.
Story time.
He got this nasty ass beer, and he's like, hey, here you go, Vlad. This is what the cool kids be drinking. It's just pitch black coffee beer. And he's like, yeah.
What were you drinking, Guinness?
Yeah, what was that?
A Voodoo Ranger?
No, it wasn't a Voodoo Ranger at that Buddha bar that we went to. You're like,
Buddha
Vlad,
bar?
this is what I'm drinking. This
Wait,
dark
what
ass
Buddha bar?
beer with the you look through
when
it,
you
it's
go
like
in
the
back,
Oblivion.
like out the door. There's like the pond thing that you
The
put
rebar?
I don't know.
No,
I don't know
the
where
silver
we were.
quarter, $1.
Oh, the silver dollar in the back. Oh, fuck, I don't know. Some dark ass IPA. Who knows? I haven't been there in so long. We only went there like 3 or 4 times almost a year ago.
That was the first time we met.
It was amazing. It was awesome.
You were faded.
I was faded, but I had a great time. I was
We
talking
did
about
have
my
a
life.
great time. We lost you.
Faded,
I know.
faded.
We
I lost-
literally lost you.
I lost myself.
That's depressing.
Well, if he's here, that means you found him.
Well, sometimes you gotta set him free to figure it out.
I don't know.
Is this one of
Well,
those
you can
talks?
you can set him free, but you got to keep that kid leash on him. It's like just in case it gets too far.
That's actually, I could look up what state. It's actually illegal in some states to put a dollar bill on a fish hook and then reel it away from people.
Really?
Okay.
Huh.
I did not know that, but okay.
Can look that up.
I want to know what would make that illegal. What about that?
Well,
Playing with people's emotions?
I do that.
Probably Utah.
I'm a manipulator. I don't know what I am. Is this one of those AA meetings?
Yeah,
Is this like one of you guys
It's-
trapped me in an AA meeting? I knew it. That's why I'm in the middle.
Honestly, it's probably my AA meeting.
No, you're.
This is an AA meeting officially.
Alright,
If we're going full, hold on. If we're going
I'm out.
full AA, let's go the opposite. Could you tell us any tips or tricks for staying awake and alert for long periods of time?
That sounds like cocaine. Oh,
Okay. While drinking to keep yourself sober, especially women,
There you go.
is for every drink you have a tall glass of water.
But you never do that.
no, he
I'm not a
absorbs it. He absorbs it.
I'm not a water
Atmospheric.
person.
I'm a super water drinker, like big water drinker, and I'm drinking. So.
That's smart.
Yeah.
It's good.
But you have a drink, whether it's a shot, a beer.
Does that more
followed
keep
up
away the
with
hangover?
with a glass of water, no, it'll help them keep themselves sober, and at the same time having a good time, and not making bad decisions.
That's why we got vodka and orange juice, baby. Vodka and orange juice. Get all those nutritions in you. Take a shot. Take some OJ. Does that work?
Not for me.
What's your
If it
secret?
works for you, it's all good.
What are you hiding?
What are
What's
you
your
hiding?
secret? Well, I'm hiding a lot of things, but we don't talk about that. We need to talk about Eddie. What are you hiding? What's your secret?
It's in my blood, man. It's in my
It's in his blood, y'all.
It's all natural. It's all natural.
L'Oreal.
Okay, so with your free time, what do you think that you do that other people might not have free time for? Like in a normal day, what do you think that you sneak in extra?
my mind races everywhere, and I do all kinds of things. I've gone through my house and put 5 ceiling fans in one night just because I was bored.
Like you already purchased them?
That's me.
I had them.
You-
I
and you
figured I
just-
was going to do them on the weekend. One night I couldn't sleep, and I was like, I guess
Okay,
I'll start
gotta
this
do
now.
something, right?
So I put them up, and I'm like, oh, I guess it's time to go to work. Let me go take a quick shower, go to work.
Damn, I'm jealous. And no problem, you just stay up, everything, right?
Every 2 to 3 weeks, it'll hit me, and I'll knock out for like somewhere between 4 and 8 hours. But then my body resets, and like, let's go again.
Your bosses love you. Shit.
Damn.
Wait, so how many days do you go before you like put yourself to sleep?
No, I try to go to sleep.
You just don't sleep.
I just can't. I'll just.
So how many days do you go? Like how many days are your body just awake?
On average. Okay, I might sleep 1 hour per night.
Okay. Taking that hour away. How many days in a week do you sleep more than 4 hours?
About every
Ooh, good
week and a
question.
half, 2 weeks.
2 damn weeks, so you
not
never
even with-
sleep.
Yeah, so not even within a week do you sleep a day for more than 4 hours.
Yeah.
And do you work an 8-hour job?
Mhm.
Damn, that's a lot of free time. I would love that much free time.
I
Holy
can confirm
shit.
it. I seen him at 3 in the morning, and I'm like, Eddie's over there in the bar talking about socioeconomics to our bartender, and I'm over here like destroyed. And I'm like, how the hell is he doing?
He's up on it. All right, well, since we're on that one, do you have any advice for people that would be struggling? Because I did put that in like the hashtags, and I do think that could be a real thing if we connect on something like that. You got anything for people who are struggling with insomnia or staying awake during the day and night? On what advice you would give?
See your doctor.
Shit, I need a tissue.
My
Got boogers.
my doctors
That's
have
honestly
not helped me. I have taken every.
Well, because your
Sleeping
doctor can't
medication.
relate. That's what I'm saying. On a like advice level, like not a pill level. Like we don't need to throw pills down people.
No, absolutely not.
Big pharma.
But that's another thing that doesn't work for me. Medication does not work for me. I've gotten to a car accident, not drinking, if you're already thinking that.
I wasn't gonna say nothing. I wasn't gonna say nothing.
Just leading the witness. I had a fractured sternum. Doctor gives me oxycodone. I say, yeah, pain meds don't work for me. gives me another one. I'm like, can I go now? And he goes, yeah, I can't give you anything else. Anything else that I give you will kill you.
Jesus Christ.
I said, okay.
So those don't even affect you really either then?
Yeah. And I said, okay, I got my other car here now. A friend dropped it off. I'm going to drive myself home. And he says, how are you even still awake? Because most people get knocked out of one oxy. And I said,
Couldn't even.
I told you from the beginning, pain meds don't work for me.
Wow.
And he says, well, how are you still walking around? I said, very slowly.
Very. Okay,
Real
so
question: who hurt you? Who do we have to beat up?
Probably a previous life, actually.
Oh, well.
How long have you like had where you're like super insomniac? Like where you can't sleep? Have you been like this your whole life? Like you've never?
Yeah, pretty much.
Interesting.
I think you're the real immortal here.
okay, so how was that growing up then?
About the same now, minus the alcohol.
It's Eddie with the E-I. God damn it, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Eddie with the EI is feature AI, if you will. Going back to the previous podcast.
Whoa.
Oh. Are you a robot? Are you even real life?
I don't know. I'd actually consider that.
Are you
It's
an
like,
alien?
Cut open my arm to see if it's a Terminator arm. I've actually considered it. It's like, holy shit, am I?
You're
Had
an
to find
enigma.
out, right?
On the next episode.
On the next episode of Is Eddie a Robot? How does he stay awake? Is there any science behind this?
To me?
Yeah.
Did your mom like fall in like the fountain of youth or some kind of pond with mystical powers? Like what?
Yeah, she's getting a little old, so
Oh,
I'll
I'm
say no. So, but she's
Knock on
good.
wood.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. Knock on wood. No, she's good.
I gotta knock on wood.
No, she's good. No, she has complications, but that's a whole nother subject. Me, I really don't know. I
That's
just
pretty damn amazing.
accept what I have and just
Okay.
roll with it.
So on a more positive note, having this ability, what's the craziest, funnest, best, most memorable rager that you've been able to do because of this? Your whole life. Through your whole life.
The most recent ones was actually with you, Val, and
Oh,
our
shit.
other friends.
All right, throw me under the bus. I asked for it.
No, I'm just saying. Our local bar, I hadn't been there in a while.
God damn, you're gonna make me cry. Go ahead.
I'll hold you later.
Jesus.
I hadn't been to the bar where I met you guys
Mm-hmm.
in quite a while. I just randomly showed up, and they're like, "Oh, it's so-and-so's birthday. All right, cool. Happy birthday." We went all night. I left about 5:30 in the morning because I had to be at work at 7.
Oh, that's amazing.
Got done.
So you hung out with us all night. I think I know the night you're talking about. And then you went to work after we just drank for like 12
I was
hours?
obliterated.
Yeah.
We're not alcoholics.
And after I got off of work, I'm like, I'm really thirsty. I want to go for another drink. So I went back to our bar. And just when I was going to try to adult and leave, here comes 2 people walking through. It's like, oh, you're here? I'm like, yeah. Oh, we're going to go over here. All right, let's go. And that led to another
That's a good rager.
4 or 5 in the morning.
Gee, and then do you work the next day? Do you sleep?
No, I went to work. Well, I went home, showered, cleaned up, then went to work.
Fucking legend. Goddamn legend.
Me too, me too.
Your ability to stay awake for days is very impressive.
Why break it?
But it's still going back into, so how does this affect you in school? Like, your parents stay awake like this? You just
No, my parents are
not sleep
like
before
this.
school? What would you do at night when you're a child at home all day?
That's why I was a somewhat A student.
You just study the whole time.
When
you
I
just get
chose,
bored and read?
when I chose to, I was an A student. When I was bored with school, I was not an A student.
Well, yeah, I mean, that goes anybody, right? You actually got to be into it or put in the time.
No, absolutely.
Not many people can just show up and have all the answers.
Absolutely.
True.
I mean,
I'm trying to understand the logicism of your brain, dude. That is nuts. I just.
damn, if I had his brain, maybe I would have got through high school.
Man.
Jeez, damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
Siblings.
Going back to
Oh, yeah,
your
that's a good
previous podcast, it was a thing about like you had obviously two intellectual people in their fields in here, and I had outside perspective thoughts of it. One, because I like cars and I pay attention to a lot of stuff because.
Oh, it was a great topic for those two. Oh, it was great.
They
It
got
was
my
great
nipples
to
hard.
just more or less moderate.
Absolutely. For the people that did not see the previous podcast, see the previous one. It was fun. It was entertaining.
That was one of the nerdiest ones we got to be on yet.
It was, but it was very entertaining. But me sitting as a person that
Oh, you wanted to
sits there
chime
and
in,
just,
yeah.
No, well, that sits there and just I myself sit there and sleep or not sleep and just think and read multiple articles. I have all kinds of thoughts, but I did not want to interrupt. So I was like, I will let the professionals speak.
Do you want to ask him now? Do you want to ask him now?
What?
What was your question?
You looking at me?
Yeah,
What's
you're the
my question?
professional. Mr. Tesla Daddy.
Well,
All right. He gets reset, so I get it. It's all good. No, you guys were talking about car security. And I happen to know that there's a car app that if I were to stand next to a Tesla, and all you have to do is walk over to the front door with the same app, your app will read the key fob because it's usually standing by the front door, and they will say, oh, here's the key, and it will transmit to me who's standing next to the car, and I can open the door and drive away.
sounds like a Kia.
Sounds like I'm mind blown.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about earlier. So that can okay, so that really can happen. But then is that again that man versus man of like, well, if you drive away with it, then there's the app. I just turn off the damn car, disable that key,
Okay, so
or just switch the key.
a professional car thief will have the car taken by the time you get through your front door.
Oh,
So by the time you're in your front door, you don't know it's gone. By the time you realize when you come out whether you want to go to the store or go to work, it can be 30 minutes or it can be 8 hours later.
when you go back out for it.
Exactly. And your car is long gone, and by that point, the GPS, everything is already taken out of the car.
It's gonna be a whole new day.
Whole new day.
That's what you wanted to chime in on. And like Vlad's like, yep, yep, that shit's really gonna happen.
No, it's true. It's definitely a possibility.
Oh, and unfortunately, it's the downside of technology. As that technology actually started with one of the most expensive cars currently made. And at the same time, the technology to break into those was the most expensive cars ever made, way before Tesla. Because they had it down to a science that it's a rolling password with your key fob and your car, that in order for you to have the technology to beat that, well, guess what? Somebody hacked that, beat it, and said, all I need is two fake key fobs.
And you have it, right?
We're going to take this $250,000 car.
RF frequency scanners.
Absolutely.
It's preliminary on all key fobs. Crazy enough, we haven't changed up the technology on that yet. It's crazy.
Yeah, but on the key fob, it actually, that technology actually started with garage door openers.
Oh yeah.
Because it was just, this garage door is number 1. Cool. Neighbor is number 2. Cool.
Z-Way.
Well, let's. That's funny. Let's reconfigure this because somebody can come in and just press number 1 or number 2. So they started the technology of, let's have a rolling number that only the key and the garage door can open this. And that eventually evolved to cars and the keys for the cars.
That is genius.
It is.
Jesus.
But then the crooks.
We'll let
also
Vlad sit on that
figured
for a
that
bit.
out too. And they're like, we could do it on 2 things. 1, we can open your car's door, and 2, we can start your car without you even knowing we're in your garage.
And that's how they steal a car.
Absolutely.
Well, so back to the Insomniac way. All right, well, let's go to the other one. So we did get some advice. Yeah, sorry, buddy, we drink a lot. It is what it is. But we also have, let's just say, we'll call her Sober Girl. We have Sober Girl Crystal over here. So on a different question, just 360 changing it up, what inspired you to stop drinking, and then how has it changed your life since then?
Honestly, I was just tired of drinking. That's really all it was.
There wasn't a good story and a blackout. Didn't meet somebody at the bar.
Somebody hurt you.
Almost get married and have a wife. And didn't do anything crazy like that.
Just want to throw out there the married and wife thing. That's what caught me stop drinking for a minute.
Oh.
But we'll say that for another one.
Well, honestly, well, I kind of went through a best friend breakup, I guess you can call it. So I was just kind of over it.
Wait, did the K ditch the D?
Well, technically it's the R, but
the R? You lost the R?
Yeah. But yeah, so it was like a 11-year friendship, and when I walked away from it, basically I was like, you know what? I'm gonna change who I am. I'm just gonna walk away from this for this to be positive. And yeah, so I stopped drinking, stopped smoking, and
wow.
Started going to the gym, working on myself. Yeah, and now I'm just here.
I respect that. Are you kidding me?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
So have you faced would you call any unexpected challenges from being sober, or even right now as we're all on pace to get shit canned and you're sober, you've maintained it really well and you've turned it down politely. Would you call that a challenge, easy? And to finish the question, I'll let you talk. And how have you overcome them?
I feel like the challenge in the beginning was there's definitely me stopping drinking and smoking and all that. I feel like it took away from my social life, so my social battery drops a lot faster now, and I don't like being around people as often.
They're not as tolerable?
Yeah, basically they're not as tolerable. I could be around people if I'm around someone for 8 hours in a day, you probably won't see or hear from me for probably 4 or 5 days. You
got your share, you got your fill.
Yeah, you got to spend this time with me, and now I'm just over it at this point. So I mean that is a big challenge because a lot of my friends think I hate them 90% of the time because we went from hanging out constantly 2, 3, 4 times a week to maybe one
Or was it just at the bar?
Not necessarily, just in general.
Okay.
I don't know. There was just always something spontaneous to do, and then now I'm just
You switched.
huh?
You switched.
Yeah. Now I'm oh well, being myself and just.
It's a Geico.
Huh?
Oh, sorry.
You say Geico?
Geico. But
No,
Geico.
but
Go ahead.
Geico?
But at the
Because,
same time,
Insurance?
We didn't get a thing with them. Go.
Go ahead. You were gonna say something.
no, I was gonna say, but at the same time, it's much like I said about my friends here is when you say you're done, even though I want to and will keep drinking, I'm not gonna keep you there.
Yeah.
If your friends are true friends, they're not gonna want you there only if you're drinking or only if you're smoking or any of that other shit. If they still invite you afterwards, and that to me is your true friends.
Well, yeah, but I just feel like I'm a lot more spontaneous, or, I mean, I don't know. He's seen me sober.
No, but that's good.
He's seen me on different levels of drunkenness, and
Yes.
yeah, he's seen me pretty drunk. But he knows both sides of me.
Right.
A lot of people don't know those both sides of me early on and within friendships.
Mhm.
Like they either know completely sober Crystal, or they know the Crystal that will go out and drink, and her social battery usually stays between like the tip of the yellow and green for numerous days. But now that I don't do, like, I just literally
You just stay in the green.
yeah, I'm not even like I'll be in the green for a little bit, and then I'll hang out with people for too long, and I'll immediately hit red, and I'm like,
Ooh.
and I don't want to hang out with anybody for days, sometimes weeks. Like my phone, I'll just put my phone do not disturb. Like, but I'm not mad about it.
Yeah.
Like
No,
I'm,
you got shit to do.
Yeah.
That's what it is. It's like it's one of those things where you want to mentally to prepare yourself for any social interaction that you come towards, which at a sense is commendable because you want to perceive yourself as the person that is that person that's going to be there, that
Right.
person that's going to have that genuine soul that like, hey, I'm Crystal. I'm mentally prepared to take on any obstacles that I am presented with. That's why I'm the way that I am.
true.
That's why I want to provide you the idea that I'm not saying that in a bad way. I'm just saying it as a way that I'm giving myself a break.
Right.
I'm rejuvenating my social battery just so I could come out and feel me again.
I also feel like I was just living for somebody else and not for myself. Like I was very tied into that friendship for a very long time, for a very long time, and like I guess I actually see this like this is like a maturing step in my life.
That's
like,
a good one.
Like I know I'm already mature, but like you can never be too mature. I feel like, and
You always have to be growing, right?
yeah, and
Yeah,
so I feel
you're
like
always growing.
this was definitely like a growth, like huge growth for me, because I was living for more say my best friend. Like we did everything together, but I was living her life basically. In so many words, I was living her life because
Write that down.
because that's all I knew, and now I know the life that's outside of drinking or smoking or being out till like late hours of the night, which there's nothing wrong with any of that. But I also wasn't waking up in the morning like truly happy with the person I was becoming, I guess you can say. So I kind of took a step back, looked at it, and was like, okay, well, how about you take a break from what you're doing and just work on yourself? Stop drinking, stop smoking, stop being at the bar. Like I'd go to the bar for hours on end, whether it was by myself or it was with friends. Like that was all I knew of my social life was to be at the bar.
No, but I respect that because, like I was saying earlier, learn yourself, learn what you can do and can't. Honestly, on the drinking part, find a drink you like, treats you right,
Oh, that's a good one.
and you will always be good after that.
Well, I'll forever be on Jameson ginger ales.
Okay,
but-
so this would be for both of you, maybe to take an open discussion on it. What are your thoughts on the role of alcohol in society then? Especially here in Vegas for us.
Ooh, you want to go first? Because I'm going to go on the ramble.
All right. No, I just said it. Find a drink you like, treats you right.
Yep, I think you did.
I've tried multiple drinks. I can have fun with multiple drinks. despite my personal reactions to alcohol, there is one particular drink that
Damn.
I can wake up and have zero reaction. Like when I wake up, I'm just like, man, I'm thirsty. That's it.
Right.
When there's all other drinks where I wake up and I'm like, man, I could use a Gatorade today, or I could use a soda, or I could use this. But it's multiple different scenarios. But that's why I tell people is like, find what you like and treat you right. What you like as a good flavor. It's like, oh man, I could drink this.
I like this drink.
Yeah. And if that's your drink and you find out your limits, like, all right, I can have 2 to 4 of these a night, 2 if I have to work, 4 if I don't have to work, and the next day you wake up like, I'm feeling good because I didn't overdo it.
Right.
To
Yeah.
each person, it's different. So in that sense, find that. It could take a little bit of experiment, but you already know your flavors. If you already know, I don't like vodka, vodka's out. Don't like whiskey, whiskey's out.
It's all about whiskey.
And
Cheers.
Hey.
but that's what I say about it is you find something good, and honestly, well drinks are not the best. I'd rather pay a couple cents more or a couple dollars more to find the whiskey that I want. And when I wake up the next morning, I'm thirsty for water. And that's the one thing I don't drink. I just want some water. But if I continue with that same whiskey, it's still the same for me. But at the same time, if you like your whiskey, if you like your vodka, and you have just enough of it the night before to where the next day you're like, I have 1 glass of water, 1 glass of whiskey, and go back and forth like I was saying earlier,
Mm-hmm.
it will make a huge difference in yourself, and you can do a whole lot more with that.
Is there alcohol you won't drink?
That's a good question, actually.
Like, is there do you have like a drunk story of like from an alcohol that you drank and then you're like, yeah, I'm never gonna go near that? A lot of people just Fireball, I feel like, but
It's not even alcohol.
Fireball,
It's
right?
just cinnamon
Facts.
juice.
Fireball
I mean, I
is
love
nothing.
Fireball.
I've drank 3/4 of it and I drove myself home.
He got bored, basically.
I got bored. But Jaeger.
yeah,
I just don't like the flavor.
It's like licorice.
I've never had
Yeah.
Jaeger.
I
It's an alcohol I've never had.
went out to a friend's birthday party at the Venetian. I got there 10 minutes late.
He never said
And
that, man.
I sit down and I go, can I have a beer? Sure. What do you want? I don't know. Corona, whatever. My buddy, birthday boy, goes, shots for everybody. I was like,
Oh,
all
boy.
right, cool.
I know how those nights go.
Been there,
And
done
I
that.
go, excuse me, Miss Waitress, what does he mean by shots? He goes, he's buying a shot for everybody. I was like, okay, I meant, what is he buying? Or what is he requesting from everybody? For everybody. He goes, Jaeger.
Gross.
No, I'm
That
good.
sounds gross.
I said, I'm up, pay my own way, don't worry about it. I got my own thing. Whenever he says shots, bring me Patron Silver and bring me a Corona. And I'm good. She's like, all right, cool. We get done like 4 hours later. And it was every 20, 30 minutes. Shots for everybody.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, it was his birthday.
You signed up for one of those nights without knowing it.
Yeah, it happens. So I get done. We all get done. And I'm leaving the place. And I see him standing at the taxi line. And he's like, oh. I said, my man, you need a ride?
What do you have to do?
No, I'm waiting for the cab. want me to take you home? No, I'm waiting for the cab. Okay, cool. While you're waiting for the cab, I'm going home. He goes, you're not driving home. Yeah, because I wasn't drinking Jaegers. I'm good.
Yep, you knew what you needed to drink.
Right. Again, goes back to the know what you like, know what treats you right. I've tried Jaeger. Don't like it. Did not treat me right off of one drink. And I was like, oh yeah, I'm never having this again. But he was serving his friends Jaeger shots all the way through. I didn't drink any of them. I got home and I called him. I said, hey, where you at? He goes, I'm still waiting in line. All right, I'm home. Have a good night.
I'm going to bed.
Bye.
Okay, so that's an interesting answer to your thoughts on the role of alcohol in society. To the other two, by the way, I get that because I feel like, but that could go for, to be fair, that could go for everything. You gotta know your drink, what your max is. But that goes for everything. Like, I mean, you could say, I'll talk about me for a second. That could be referring to my flavor of what I want to date, right? Or what I want to eat tonight, or my flavor on where I want to go for vacation, or all three. Yeah. I think that, so that was, okay, so same question to the other two over here. What are your thoughts on the role of alcohol in society?
I feel like a lot of people rely on it, to be honest. Like, I work at a grocery store, so, like, I see the amounts of the same people that come in and, like, to be honest, it kind of scares me how there's a lot of people that cannot function unless they are intoxicated. Like, no, I'm not,
Like showing up to work drunk?
yeah, like, no harm or whatever, but, like, you're constantly on some type of drink, whether it be a hard alcohol or, like, not necessarily at my job, but I've seen people chug like buzz balls in the parking lot and then walk into work, and I'm like, what are you, like, how are you surviving like that, drinking right before you walk into work and being drunk all day and not knowing what you are?
Oh, because you know what they're purchasing it for, and then you go outside and watch them use it.
Yes.
Yeah. No,
Like,
she's absolutely
Wow.
I've seen those people too, and honestly, that's not me, especially because alcohol doesn't affect me as much. But it's funny that I see those people that are just stumbling in, stumbling out, like why are you doing that?
especially in Vegas, like, whether it be customers or associates or whatever, what, like, may be, there's just so many people that rely on alcohol to get them through their day, which no, I mean, not here to judge you, but do you know yourself so
A little judging.
It's not purposely judging.
Judging.
It's just I see the same people every single day for like
Years.
8, 9, like, yeah, like, I could be at work for up to 12, 13 hours, and I'll see that same person constantly coming in for whether it be a beer or I have one customer that comes in almost all the time probably 5 times within a day buying, I don't know bottle sizes, but
5 times
yes,
in one day?
of a bottle.
Are you sure it's for him?
Vitali. Yes, because by the 5th time he comes in, I'm like, yo, I'm not serving you this
5 times. It's for him.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it. Like,
Wow.
I've gotten into arguments with people over selling alcohol to them. Like, I am not going to sell you, especially if you're drunk. I am not selling you alcohol because that is on me, not even on yourself. If you kill somebody,
just like a bar, you come in stumbling, I cannot sell you anything. So you're absolutely right.
This is an AA meeting.
Continue to do your job. If that person gets into a car accident as they're leaving, say, whatever supermarket where you worked at, and they were like, who sold them this beer or this Jack Daniels or what? Sorry for naming names. Or whatever alcohol, and they shot it in their car and they took off, then it comes down to your location or even you.
Yeah.
So absolutely, you are absolutely
pointing
right.
at me. Sorry, go ahead.
Or with like the kids that come in for like beer runs. Like, I get that's a huge thing.
Absolutely, a beer run's a real thing.
I know, but
you used to make the best for beer runs.
Bonkers.
You know all about beer runs.
The way that I see it is a lot of people have a lot of profession. People have that have that one profession that requires a lot of mental thinking and just overall exhaustion of the mental and physical health to contribute to the attribute of the workforce. I see it though as a way of relief from that. So you probably told that guy who who shouldn't be drinking as much alcohol as he should be. That guy could be just some kind of doctor or some physicist, and
I hope doctors aren't getting shit canned before they see me.
well, of course, but like
those are
after
just
their
their
shift.
narcotics.
Yeah.
The way that I see it is it's almost preliminary in our society where alcohol is more of a suppressant towards the everyday stressors that we experience in our lives, and and
Facts.
more or less of like that contributing factor that we put ourselves through that torment and I would say embarrassment of getting shit faced drunk just to feel that ounce of happiness because of the next day that occurs. Like for me, I'm gonna use myself as an example, but I'm not gonna explain what job I do. I'm unable to smoke weed. I love weed, but my job requires me to be on a specific standpoint with my mental health to ensure that I'm able to get the job done right. Alcohol is the only alternative that I'm able to go to because it doesn't show up on my blood tests, my urine tests, my saliva tests, etc. And alcohol seems like the only way that I can bypass the idea from not smoking because, well, believe me, weed is, God bless this planet with an amazing plant, and weed's one of them. And unfortunately, with our society being the way that are based on our
Is it our society or you mean the American society? Because we were talking about this with the United Arabs.
No, the world society actually.
What about all the Muslims? How they have perfect population, good money? Are you saying they can't be happy because they're sober? Because they seem like some of the happiest people in the
okay,
world.
you're right. Maybe it's just the American.
So do you think maybe it's our education system?
It's not
The way our mommy and daddy, our TV show us the way life is? Maybe that's not the right way, and this way of being raised makes me hate my life and makes me want to drink. Because it's so goddamn confusing, and I'm like, bro, I don't want to play anymore. Just bring me the beer.
The point is, the way that I see it is it could be from past experiences to suppress those memories that you may be experiencing.
See, yeah, you don't have bad memories to suppress if you have good mommy and daddy and all good experiences.
Well, with mommy
but
and
you're not in control of your own parents if you have good mommies or good daddies.
precisely.
Well, but as a society, and I do think that goes back to religion, whether God is real or not, I'm not even ready to
Eternal
debate
word
that.
of God.
But a good society with a good religion and a good mindset where everybody is held accountable and encouraged, and they actually get excited when good deeds, and they praise each other and help each other out, and actually create a brotherhood and sisterhood. Amazing how happy you can be.
Communities.
If it's that great to somebody that is into their religion, their family, then absolutely great. But I was grateful enough to have a drink with my friend Val yesterday, and he gave me the same things that he's just talking about now.
Mhm.
And I said, look, do I like to drink? Absolutely. But I don't make a drink my reason or my work the reason why I drink.
Okay, so you don't let the anxiety or the struggle or the pressure make you drink.
I
You
have
drink for fun and social.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I drink for fun because I want to. I don't have to. Despite all my other stuff that I don't get hangovers and all that, it doesn't mean I get shit-faced drunk every fucking night. It's just I choose to drink to have fun, to meet new people, much like I did today. Yesterday, I was just drinking at a random bar. Val showed up. We had good conversations, and that was it. It's drink to enjoy yourself to your own limits, and then done.
I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I really have to excuse myself for a brief moment. I do apologize.
Wait, what?
I have to excuse myself.
He has to pee. Oh, that's adorable. Don't fall in. Don't fall in. Look at him. There he goes.
No, but I really do want to reiterate that. Don't stress yourself out at work.
Yeah, fuck work.
Always better.
Yes, people getting hurt at work is unnecessary. People willing to risk themselves at work, why? That company don't care about you. Stop it. You go
Absolutely.
in, you do what you're hired to do, and then you get out of there.
Absolutely.
Because they'll fire you like they don't care.
Absolutely.
And replace you, which is even more frustrating.
Whether you get fired or quit, they have a replacement tomorrow.
Mhm.
But at the same time, when you do have a drink, you drink for yourself or because you want to, not to try to forget something else. Because that other thing they're trying to forget will still be there in the morning. So don't use drinking as that excuse.
Well, sometimes they're not there tomorrow. That's why we go drink.
That's a whirlwind of a situation.
Oof.
So I drink because I want to. I want to have fun. I want to meet new people and just shoot the shit. Don't even care.
I like that. So we're kind of wrapping it up here, closer to the end. My first thought is sober girl. What advice would you give to someone who wants to quit drinking, and after hanging out of this podcast, are you still like? Do you feel even better about at the point that you're at right now, and with the drinking?
Do I feel wait, what?
Do you feel better, more confirmed? Has this helped any make you want to be like, yep, fuck drinking, definitely not going back to that? Like, nope, I have no interest in it.
I mean, I don't have a huge interest in drinking.
Do you feel like you just kind of, like you said, grew out of it? And that's good.
I mean, yeah, I don't really like. I'm not like, ooh, I can't wait to have a drink. Like, it's not like I'm not trying to be sober. I'm just choosing to be sober. Like,
That's awesome.
like it's not like I have to be sober. I just want to be sober. So whether it be tomorrow that I have a drink, which I won't, or
Which I won't. Which I'm not.
or like 5 months down the road that I get a drink. Like,
That's very cool.
It is what it is at the end of the day.
Everything in moderation.
Everything in moderation. Yeah.
Absolutely.
I mean, I have one blackout story, and I think that kind of just it tied all of it. I just think about it all the time. And I'm like, yeah, drinking's just not for me no more.
As long as you surround yourself with the right people, that's all that matters.
And don't drink Moscow Mules.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, both of you make perfect sense. If you don't want to, in moderation, and remember those blackout dates. Honestly, I've never had a blackout date, but that's just me. But at the same time, if you know your limits, if you know your limit is 1 drink, 3 drinks, then that's where it's at. And you cut it off from there. And no, I'm just gonna have some water, iced tea, whatever you want to drink. And that's when I always say, if I'm drinking with somebody that I do not know, hey Val, you want a drink? You order. I'm not gonna say, oh, he wants a whiskey and Coke and just tap out a little bit on it. And it's like, no, you order what you want. If you want a soda or a water, then that's what he wants. I was like, all right, cool. That's what he wants. Give me some whiskey and Coke. That's what I want.
Yeah.
No pressure, and if anybody's trying to pressure you,
People don't pressure me. I'm too mean.
Good shit.
I
I
don't
don't
appreciate it.
You want to take the middle there, Vlad?
Yes, sir.
What's your middle of the line? Yeah, I know you're itching. Oh, I was watching Vlad. He's like itching here.
I had to utilize my mind, my physical attributes to understand what is alcohol doing to me. How is it affecting people around me?
Yeah.
And then I come to a conclusion that if I surround myself with the right people that understand how I am, with alcohol in my system, then it just makes it easier to have a good time. Because if I have people that understand me and the attributes that I provide to the group, the community that we have going on when it comes to bar hopping, it just makes it fun and interesting. And it puts me in that safety bubble, knowing that I have good buddies right beside me, knowing that I'm able to have a good time with the right people. Nobody's gonna harvest my organs, you know.
Right.
And that being said, as what we've been talking about, everything in moderation.
Absolutely.
Everything in moderation. Eddie here is a different story. I mean, man, he could down a whole bottle, but
Yeah, but that's his moderation, not yours.
That's his genetics. That's his genetics.
But
It's his moderation.
But that's why I let my friends choose their moderation. I'm like, come on, bro, you can have 3 more shots. No, that ain't me. We've had a great time together. In moderation.
In moderation.
With good friends.
In Jesus' name, amen.
And we all go home having a good time, 0 issues.
And sleep like a baby.
Well,
some of us.
I can't say it's creepy in the sober one of a group.
Well, everybody, first we got to thank our guests over here. We got the Insomniac, Eddie, who drinks all day. And then we got the sober girl, Kay, Krista, who doesn't even drink. Thank you both for sharing the stories and perspectives. Very actually cool. Little inspiring, maybe.
Honestly, it wasn't
inspiring.
Well, they might have different experiences and lifestyles. They both offered very valuable insights into managing stress, dealing with these challenges, and, well, still maintaining a healthy life. Pretty impressive. So to all our listeners out there, I hope you gained a new little insight here. Maybe the courage, the honesty to talk about your life, share a little bit more. Remember, everybody's journey is different. God damn. But I think we can all learn from each other. Just, maybe a little bit. Support each other, like we were talking about with the whole Muslim way, Vladimir. What? Supporting each other, achieving goals, living, fulfilling our lives. I'm the Mad Hatter. That's the Danky, Livey, and Vladdy Daddy. We're the good buddies. Thanks for the meaningful conversations and the insight. We'll see y'all next week. Same time, same bad channel. Bye, everybody.
Bye.